This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. We're live from Kelly's Furniture in the kitchen, which means it's now time for our favorite part of the show, the cooking segment. We have Don Kappelman from Couture Cakes and also an instructor at Indian Hills Community College here this morning to show us how to make pumpkin-flavored whoopie pies, which sound just amazing.
So basically a whoopie pie is a mix between a cake and a cookie, and the best part is that it has a cream cheese filling.
Oh my goodness. We're doing pumpkin flavored because obviously we're in October, we're fall.
And your kitchen is going to smell fantastic after you make these. So we're going to start with 3 cups of all-purpose flour I have in a bowl here, a teaspoon each of baking soda and baking powder.
Okay.
And then I have a teaspoon of salt. And lots of different spices here. I have 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, a tablespoon of ginger, and a tablespoon of cloves, all in the bowl. And we're kind of just going to whisk this together to combine everything.
Okay.
And then
Scott or any to help you out with
I'll need him later.
Oh, okay.
So I've got 2 cups of brown sugar. You can use dark brown sugar, which is going to give you a little bit more of a molasses flavor and even a moister whoopie pie in the end result. So if you have light brown sugar, you can use that, but I would recommend dark brown sugar. So I have 2 cups of that in a mixer bowl.
Okay.
We're going to get that started. And I have a cup of vegetable oil. And we're going to slowly pour that in.
Oh, that brown sugar smells delicious.
Good. And then I have 3 cups of pumpkin. And so when you go to make this recipe, you're going to need 2 cans of pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling, pumpkin. Okay? So I'm going to turn my mixer off and dump in all my pumpkin.
So you're going to dump all 3 cups in?
All 3 cups. This is a really easy and comes together very fast recipe.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to get this all mixing our brown sugar, our oil, and our pumpkin.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add in 2 large eggs.
Okay.
Okay.
And then this right here?
This is a teaspoon of, and at Dawn's Couture Cakes, I make my vanilla from scratch. I also make my own Kahlua and Bailey's. So I make my vanilla. If you wanted to make it at home, it's super easy. Vodka, vanilla beans, split, and then you have to let it set for 6 months. So I have several bottles waiting to be opened.
Right.
Okay. So that's all that takes.
Okay.
And then we're going to get back to our dry ingredients.
Okay.
And we're going to pour in our dry ingredients. Again, you don't even have to do it in 3 parts. Just dump it all in.
Okay.
And then mix that all together.
Oh, it smells fabulous.
Yeah. You could just eat that right out of the bowl. Okay.
So you just want all of that just to mix in together.
Yep, so you're going to incorporate your wet and your dry ingredients fully. And don't overmix it, don't overbeat it, otherwise you're going to have your whoopie pie is not going to be soft and tender.
Okay.
So then over here we have a Silpat lined baking sheet. Parchment paper works great as well. You do not need to grease it. I like the Silpats. You can just wash and keep reusing them. Okay. So I'm going to have Scott.
Okay.
You're going to take this. This is an ice cream scoop with kind of a latch so it comes out cleanly.
Okay.
And you're going to take 1 scoop like this and put it on the sheet. And you will fit 12 whoopie pies on 1 pan.
Okay. It's my time to shine.
That's right. Do this right now.
Okay.
So 12 whoopie pies on the pan, and you're going to bake, you'll need 2 pans. So this makes 12 whoopie pies total since there's
top and
bottom. And you're going to bake it at 350 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes until a toothpick inserted into the cookie or the whoopie pie comes out clean. Okay, like I said, it's similar to cake, but it kind of in a cookie form.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at that.
Nice job.
I'm getting there. You know.
You can make this at home for your wife. She would love that.
I could.
Does it mean he's going
or
to?
I just steal Ella's today and then say I made them. So that'll work.
Or that. I don't think she would believe you though.
No.
No.
10 years, she knows when I'm lying.
See, he's already messed up. He only did 10.
Alrighty. So, well, we didn't have a full half a batch in there. So we're going to put those in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes at 350 degrees. And when we come back, we're going to make our cream cheese filling and assemble our whoopie pies.
And welcome back. If you're just joining us, we're live from Kelly's Furniture in the kitchen with Dawn Kappelman from Dawn's Couture Cakes. And we just made the first step in pumpkin-flavored whoopie pies, and now we're going to make the cream cheese filling that goes in between.
So again, a very simple recipe comes together quickly. We have 8 ounces of softened cream cheese in our mixer bowl, and we have a stick of unsalted butter, softened as well.
The whole thing.
Of course, I mean, I've had recipes with just a whole pound of butter.
Wow.
We won't get into that today, though. So we're kind of going to get that combined together, and then you're going to, there we go. We're going to dump in 3 cups of sifted powdered sugar.
Okay.
And a teaspoon again of my homemade vanilla. Did you get a little powdered sugar facial?
I'm okay with that.
Okay. So you're going to put that on low again so you don't get a poof of powdered sugar in your face.
Okay.
And when that comes together, this is what it looks like, and you'll put it in a piping bag with a straight tip, or if you don't have any of these fancy baking products, you can always use a Ziploc bag and just snip a little hole, and it works perfect.
Okay.
So I will do one. These are out of the oven. Again, they're very soft, look like a cookie, but taste like cake, texture of cake. So you're going to put it down on whatever surface that you're using and pipe around the exterior. And do not be scant with your filling. It's the best part. And then top it with your top whoopie pie.
Look at that.
So really quickly, let's go ahead and touch base again and recap the ingredients for the actual whoopie pies.
So we started off again with our dry ingredients, which was 3 cups of all-purpose flour. We had a teaspoon each of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, a tablespoon of ginger, a tablespoon of cloves, and we mixed that all together. And then we started with, in our mixer bowl, with 2 cups of brown sugar, a cup of vegetable oil, then we added 2 room temperature eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, and then we added in our 3 cups of pumpkin, and then you'll add in your dry ingredients. Just mix it till it comes together. Don't overbeat it. And then again, our filling was that 8 ounces of cream cheese, a stick of unsalted softened butter mixed together, 3 cups of powdered sugar, and a little bit of vanilla.
And how long did you bake this for?
Again, this was baked at 350 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean.
Okay.
And that will make 12 whoopie pies, and you'll need two baking pans.
All right, so while I try this one, I'm going to put Scott back to work and have him make his own.
Okay, let's see what your piping skills are
We're
like
going to give it
here.
a try here. This could be dangerous. All right.
I just died and went to heaven.
Those are pretty insanely good, aren't they?
Look at that. I just want to show you this before I put the top.
Not bad.
Not bad.
You could use
Better
a
than
little
a
practice,
Soroka
but-
job or something like that.
Now, is it okay to eat the whole entire thing in one sitting?
Well, maybe half.
That's not possible.
Those are really good.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll post the recipe on our website at heartlineconnection.com. We hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you right back here Monday morning at 5:30 a.m.